What's cracking, guys? JP here again, bringing you another update of my 75-gallon Mbuna tank. Now this tank has been set up for about 3 months now and everything is doing very well. But in this video, I'm just gonna show you an update of my tank, a few things I have added and what I have learned. So let's get to it. Alright, so the first thing that I have added to this tank are these rocks. Now these rocks are fake rocks. I got them from Dr. Foster & Smith. They are the Underwater Gallery Cichlid Stone. They are the 10-piece Big Boulder Rock box. Now I also ordered 3 more Big Boulder rocks. So these are the total of 13 sets or rocks. And what I like about them are they are very natural looking. They are also very lightweight, so when I want to move stuff around, redecorate, or basically clean my tank, I can just move 1 or 2 out with my pinky and siphon the fish waste. Also, they only have 1 hole or 1 entrance or exit. That means your fish have a less chance of getting stuck and injuring themselves. So that's what I like about them. So let's get to the next point. Alright, the second thing I have added is this aqua mesh. Now these are the coarse or the green version. They are coarse enough so that the fish waste or fish food can pass through without clogging the overflow. Why I am doing this is to just silence the weir because it was making a lot of that waterfoil noise, and so far it's working. So now the next thing I have added are these True Lumen LED. Now these are the 12K or the white version. Now why I bought these are just gives the fish a more smoother transition for the nighttime. So it's basically just on 1 hour after my display light, and it basically prevents fish from getting spooked or getting injured or jumped. And so far I like about these are they're cheaper compared to other Moonlight, and I do have my Reef Keeper as a controller, so more plus for me. Alright, so now we move on under the tank. Now I have added a couple new things you can see in front of you, so we'll get to it. Alright, so I have added a couple new things under the sump. The first thing is I created an egg crate stand, just zip tied it together, and I also included a power head beside it so that the detritus can get pushed to my mechanical filter. And what this does, it helps the media so that it doesn't get built up and get gunked up. The second chamber is I have added a K1 micro media in a food bin. I just made some holes, put some airline in it, and it basically worked for me. Now these media does take some time to cycle or circulate or tumble, because you need a lot of that bacteria to get stuck first, so it might take about a couple of weeks to get it cycled, so wait for that. Now why I want to have a K1 micro is this is very efficient and it cleans itself, so in case if my main media does get stuck or get gunked up, I still have a backup. Alright, so the next thing I have added are these panels. Now these panels are the pink and the black sheet in front of you. Now the pink one are just the pink styrofoam you can buy at Home Depot. Now why I use them are they're super light, and I use them to prevent any light from escaping to the back of the tank during nighttime. It also helps discourage algae growing on the side of the sump, so that's a good thing. Now the black panel is the plastic PP plastic, and why I use this is to prevent any splashes or any water going through my electrical. As you can see, they are all removable, so in case if I want to do maintenance, I can access all my equipments. Alright, so I do have a couple fans in here to counteract the panels. Now the panels reduce airflow in the sump. Now that means I will have a lot of humidity. Although it is open, it will help, but with the fans, it will help a lot more. So I do have a couple fans. The fan A, the red box right there on the sump, it's only on when it's about 79 or it gets hot during the summer, and that basically evaporatively cools my tank. Now the second fan is the fan B. Now that's the black one on the side of the sump. Now that's on 24/7, but it's on a very low fan, and that means I have an airflow in the sump, and I won't have a lot of that humidity or stagnant air. Alright, onto the equipment. Now in front of you, I did bought another power strip for my reef keeper. Now this is the PB4. I was waiting on a sale during Black Friday, but it never went on sale, so that's my tip. Some equipments in the aquarium hobby just doesn't go on sale even during big sales. So another tip for me is to make everything look so neat, put it on a cable raceway. Now these are the 2" by 2". Now these are very big. It's a little bit bigger than usual, but what's good for it is it holds all my wire, all the cables inside of them. Now that gives me a lot of room, so I don't have a lot of octopus cable everywhere in the back of the tank. So that's pretty neat. So use them correctly, because sometimes they are a pain to remove. As you can see, the sides, I did not put all the teats inside the cover because it would be very hard to remove them. So I just have on both sides just 1 or 2 teats. So that's good enough. It covers the wires, it holds the wire, and that's good. Alright, so onto the aquaponics system. So this is my test results. My results are, if you want to make a dent in your nutrient levels or try to eliminate water changes, you would need a bigger system. So in my situation, I would need about 7 lettuce heads if I do want to make a dent. But right now, it's just helping in between water changes. Also, the leaves of the lettuce are not looking very healthy because I'm using LED. I would need good sunlight to really make a dent for that growth of the lettuce. I'm also not fertilizing for the extra macronutrients or micronutrients. Also, if you're medicating your tank, try not to eat the leaves if you want to do the same system as I am. Alright, so that wraps up on this update video on this tank. I hope you enjoyed my video and my update and learned a few things on the way. But my thing is, you can be successful on many different ways on this hobby. So I will leave you with a couple minutes of my footage of my tanks, and thanks for watching. Thanks for the subscribers, likes and comments, and adios.